Hello everyone. We have already seen the second chapter in history, which is From Trade to Territory. In today's class, we are going to see map skill. First, we have to know what is a map. A map is a flat drawing of a place or a part of the world. Maps are used to determine where you are going. Here, determine means discover or learn. So, maps are used to discover or learn where you are going. Then, maps are used to act as a model of Earth's surface. Then, maps are used to locate various places. Next, maps are used to show the various features or types of materials found in a certain area. Next, we are going to see globes and maps. To learn about the earth, two tools you can use are globes and maps. First, we have to know what is meant by a globe. A globe is a model of the planet Earth as if seeing it from outer space. A globe is round and shows continents and oceans. There are 7 continents on Earth and 4 oceans. Next, we have to know what is meant by a map. A map is a model of the Earth shown on a flat surface. Maps are useful because you can carry them with you. Let's look at a map more closely. First, find each of the 7 continents on the map like North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia and Antarctica. The second one is that find each of the oceans on the map like Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Next, let's see about elements on a map. Every map has 5 important elements like title, legend or key, compass rose, scale, insert map. Each element has a purpose. The first element is title. The title tells you the purpose of the map. Next, we have legend or key. The legend shows you what symbols on the map mean. Next, we have compass rose. The compass rose is a directional arrow that shows cardinal and sometimes intermediate directions on a map. Fourth element is that scale. The scale is shown in both standard and metric measurements and show distance between objects on the map. Finally, we have inset map. The inset map is a smaller map that shows a larger area of land around the map. See if you can identify the parts of the map, which means elements on a map. The first element is that title. Here, the title is the contiguous United States. Next element is that insert map. Then legend or key. Then we have scale. Then final element is that compass rose. Here we can see the picture of elements on a map. Using the map key, have you ever seen a star or dot on a map? The legend or map key will tell you what those symbols mean. For example, the map key might tell you that a dot stands for a city, the key might also indicate that a black line represents a state border. It might show you how to identify a river with a blue line. Identify the symbols used in the key below. Here we can see 4 legends like state border, international border, state capital and national capital. Why so many different maps? Different cartographers. Here, cartographers means map makers use different map projections. Another reason for this difference is that maps can be created to represent different features of the same places. Why so many different maps? One map of Europe might show only its major cities and state capitals. Another might depict. Here, depict means represent or illustrate the country's different vegetation zones. Another map might show Europe's physical characteristics. First, we are going to learn about political maps. Look at the map on the right. Why is it so colorful? Maps that show countries, states, cities and capitals are known as political maps. Next, let's see about physical maps. Physical maps show features of the earth such as mountains, rivers, oceans and forest. Here we can see the picture of physical map. Next, let's see about other types of maps. There are many other types of maps like historical maps, road maps, climate maps, natural resource maps, land use maps, population density maps, etc. Here we can see the different types of maps. Next, we are going to learn about scale. The map scale is used to show the relationship of distance shown on the map to real distance on the earth. Next, we are going to learn about uses of map. Army depend on maps for information. It is easy to handle and can carry everywhere. It provides lots of information for planning, such a road, residential complex, etc. It is useful to sailors, pilots, miners, engineers, etc. Now look at this map. Here we can see the expansion of British territorial power in India. Here yellow color represents area under British rule and red color represents areas not under British rule. Areas under British rule like Benares, Calcutta, Madras. Then areas not under British rule like Lahore, Delhi, Lucknow, Kathmandu, Baroda, Bombay, Pune, Goa, Mysore and Hyderabad. Now look at this map. Here also we can see the expansion of British territorial power in India. Here also yellow color represents areas under British rule and red color represents areas not under British rule. Areas under British rule like Delhi, Benares, Calcutta, Madras, Bombay. Areas not under British rule like Lahore, Kathmandu, Goa, Lucknow, Hyderabad and Mysore. Now look at this map. Here also we can see the expansion of British territorial power in India. Here also yellow color represents areas under British rule and red color represents areas not under British rule. Areas under British rule like Lahore, Delhi, Lucknow, Benares, Calcutta, Bombay, Madras. Then areas not under British rule like Kathmandu, Hyderabad, Mysore, Pune, Goa. Homework: on an outline map of India, you have to locate and mark the following areas under British rule like Calcutta, Benares, Delhi, Lucknow and Bombay. So now we have reached the end of this session. Thank you.